how I made my Punisher cosplay. I really wanted to draw inspiration from the original comics with the kind of teeth being pouches, but when I was younger I loved the Thomas Jane film and just really liked the silhouette and look of a trench coat look, so I used some concept art and some comics as inspiration. Starting off with a rather cheap kind of airsoft tactical vest from eBay and a very cheap long pleather jacket. I picked off some of the straps from the upper chest area for the skull to look better there. Then I used one piece of upholstery foam and kind of put some bevels into it and sewn on a load of Cordura. Wasn't too happy with how that looked all together, so I redid it with individual pieces of upholstery foam with EVA foam backing it to make them more individual. Glued each of those individual kind of teeth pouch things to some white Cordura again until it looks something like this. They made a little kind of strap as if they would store something inside. I don't actually know what they would store, but yeah. Then using these kind of long rivets, I kind of punched a hole through them where those straps are as if they were kind of buttons and they would clip on and off to get out whatever you store inside of them, and they kind of end up looking something like this once they were done. The next stage was to glue all 4 individual kind of teeth pouch things to some leather I had here. I also had a spare bag strap that I decided to sew together underneath the piece of black pleather. And then off camera I added some kind of clips to the ends of the bag straps so they would be able to clip together and the kind of pouches would be able to hold close to my body, and it kind of operated like a belt. This was also to kind of extend the tactical vest in a way because the original one just stops underneath the ribs. Then with those rivets I punched some holes through the vest part itself and kind of connected them through to that so they were solidly on there, not just glued on or sewn on. As you can see there, even going across the straps. Quick kind of test fit in my gym here, just see what that kind of looks like. I then sketched out the classic Punisher logo with some tape across the chest to kind of get the dimensions of everything. Cut it out and sketched it with some chalk, but I wasn't too sure how it looked. I had a quick test fit with the jacket and then used PixArt to kind of fill it in, and I just didn't think it looked right, so I actually went with the Netflix Punisher logo and I think it just looks way more badass. Then for the paint I used some white acrylic paint, which I noticed soaked a lot into the fabric, so I mixed it with some puff paint to get it a little bit thicker, and mixed it up, painted it, until it looks something like this after 2 or 3 coats. After it was all dried, I then got some lacquer, just to make sure it didn't run, drip, anything like that, which it shouldn't do with puff paint anyway, but anyway. Then a quick test fit in the kitchen, and that's